job. Jude is an excellent player. But the Ballon d'Or is for Vinicius Junior. The numbers are there. And we don't come back. Numbers. Hey, the Ballon d'Or numbers. Ballon d'Or. Okay. Yeah, the Vinicius Junior near the man. You bet you Ghana and I can say you bet you Vinicius Junior. Into the pounds your campaign, Jude Bellingham. Oh, Gabby spoke about this, and then I can't say me. You send me very details with my last few minutes. Share. Sky Italia is reporting, and Arsenal no can. They know what they are saying, especially through Di Marzio. Now, Di Marzio and Napoli for are very close, and no can, and today is still the same. Antonio Mana was in London, or London cool one, and you go in and he say he needs to travel back to Naples with a bunch of Romelu Lukaku, and only Neapolitans want about starting the Serie A season properly, and in starting that. Antonio Conte has been clear with them, say, I'm going to pay a bunch of Romelu Lukaku. And public knowledge say Lukaku has signed a 3-year deal with them. They've agreed verbally. We're taking a huge pay cut to join FC Napoli. But maybe the evaluation of a bunch of Romelu Lukaku, where Napoli sees him, where Chelsea sees him, Antonio Monaco do England. No. One of the key happenings in the meeting, clear. Chelsea for catch and say they would only reduce the evaluation for Romelu Lukaku if Napoli are willing to do a deal, of course, including a bunch of Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea. Sky Italia for the call back. The first news in your pop-up and they say Chelsea and Napoli are close to agreeing a deal for a bunch of Victor Osimhen. Now, in Osimhen deal, Mami can say it is more difficult for Lukaku to go to Napoli than it is for Osimhen to come to Chelsea. Mami can be more difficult for Lukaku to go to Napoli than it is for Osimhen to come to Chelsea. Maybe can catch us say Lukaku any Napoli for them really it down. What you have to compass as what in wages so. Now for Chelsea, the first breakthrough they've got in they say Napoli have agreed to so kind to them. They will also reduce the valuation of Victor Osimhen. But the real substantive issue of a bunch of Victor Osimhen, the wage of Victor Osimhen. Which who is a story? We come back to Osimhen's wage. Update about the boy says, okay, he will go. It comes to Osimhen's wage. I can tell you how good Osimhen will be to the Chelsea team. It comes back to Osimhen's wage. And Osimhen's wage of 12 million. Chelsea are hoping that he should reduce his wage yearly by 2 million. It's 10 million on Napoli. All my Chelsea and Mano, bear 10 million. Who break it down to 12 million now in pounds? Osimhen is probably at Chelsea going to take somewhere around 270 to 300. And then I make catch you. In the new regime now, Sterling, Lukaku, Reece James, Ben Chilwell. Or most are fair, two Chelsea part on Chilwell or part on Sterling, so you are better off for Monaco. And of course, we will Lukaku to a free team. So he doesn't want a huge wage bill. A better team class at Chelsea, maybe about £225 per week. 225,000 pounds a bad thing. Osimhen, when now Chelsea made 200. Okay. And I think that the Chelsea can now give Osimhen somewhere around 200. It's extending the contract of Kopama. Remember Kopama said last season you are our best player. You have a contract extension. But we believe that he's a very good player. On permanent basis, you make him money 200. But Chelsea will find it very hard to give a bunch of friend Victor Osimhen. They made £250,000 or honor. It's Onyama Medudia. It's now. Can you imagine a Chelsea front four of Pedro Neto on the left, Kopama on the right, Nkuku behind them, then Osimhen right in front of them? They say Bisa like everything aside.
Deadly.
We're a front four. There is no excuse from Enzo Maresca. It has to deliver because even on the right hand side, say Kopama or into the right half space. Then advantage friend Reece James or Malo Gusto on the right will come and keep the weight for them. Then you lose the pace of Pedro Neto 1v1 on the left. You you have Nkuku behind them who can score goals like Osimhen, cross out, cutbacks out, Obeso Kolong, hold that play. All of these things you can do in there with the quality of the players are all of the team. If Chelsea get a brighter fellow, Osimhen, they should be very, very close to dominating games in the English Premier League. Of course, meaning that by now people are still asking me about Joao Felix and Maka. My biggest issue with Joao Felix, and he said, I don't think Juma Boat team. So he doesn't work hard enough. Yesterday, watching the Madrid game, consistently Vinicius Junior drop it and the ball fullbacks now. And Chelsea are willing to do it. It has gone cold, Kakra. They want to do it. Another thing about Vinicius, about Joao Felix, and they say the evaluation of Atletico de Madrid and Chelsea goes so much as Asa Musica now, 40 million now, and for Joao Felix. But don't get it wrong. Joao Felix were other shooters in Aston Villa. Villa for it to hold them. They were putting game to the end of the transfer window. And then you hold them. If Chelsea can agree a quick deal for Advance Felix, Joao Felix excited for Manchester United. But rather, you see, my players are saying now, so picture we are the best of everything that's happened to Manchester United. The extension of Bruno Fernandes' contract, bringing in Omar Berrada, and bringing in Dan Ashworth. These people in this picture are the best thing that happened to Manchester United this summer.
Okay, Kobe,
there's a lot to talk about, but before we come, Ghana, your latest star boy on the block. This season in the English Premier League, you have 9 players, but you have 8 of them. Mohamed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Thomas Partey, Andre Ayew, Odia Brantefn, Fatawi Saakukaho, all of the players that all of them come out. Dean Tillman, Southampton, returning to the English Premier League, Enka Osman, Ibrahim Osman, Eko Kama, 9. But then Ibrahim Brighton for they say Omodini loan. Our final, our the Eredivisie for a year. Opportunity I want to say Ibrahim Osman will get to play regularly our final and Obesan Swabo in the Champions League with final. Former team and slot coach, he's going to be there. It's Ibrahim Osman Echo on loan. We have Ghanaian news in the foreign forts now. And I mean, just as we predicted, everything was solid. Right, the person was starting to say, Adi Bakubi and Mehu, both in almost every facet of life. Which, the greatest people, very good in your line of job. No? They are not scared, say all the other people who are equally good. Say somebody an engineer, and say, or your bridge be adding and see the other equally good civil engineers they don't suck, they don't get worried and say, oh it does not happen. And maybe our people probably are not good enough and only are confident in our craft and almost say quality they will be on my job and I say this naturally. So all dominating a particular zone. No before from bar. The natural reaction is you take a step back and say, hey, is my reign under threat now? But I say for the general and kind of being best, the time you realize that it brings even the best out of you. And that is the preamble I'm entering and I'm the match normally I learned about with yesterday. Everything was clear.
And Vinicius Junior particular.
Say questions can they play together? Can't they play together? Egos. There is nothing like that. And Uti Asema killing with Mbappe after the game. It is clear. So we understand that he is in the midst of greatness. And Mami started with Asema Jude Bellingham Kai. Jude Bellingham say he is willing to play anywhere and Charlotte Bemanabo. Now he is willing to work with the likes of Kylian Mbappe and help them because these guys are destined to play and then score. And then I do also harm. Then look at Vinicius Junior. Second goal now Mbappe share. All of them were looking for him. One called Vinicius one. He was looking for Mbappe. And called Jude Bellingham one. He was looking for Mbappe. Everybody trying to do their best for the team. And we'll get into the tactical bit of the game, but then generally, Madrid have a crop of young players. They are willing to fight for each other. And man, is more dangerous. So, Madrid in the Champions League. And now, also, Luka Modric, AAZ, another Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup. Madrid are winning for the 6th time in the Madrid team, 2-0 against Atalanta. When the game started, Obia na onim Gian Piero Gasperini onya etie anopa na analyze the game no understand what Gian Piero Gasperini brings to the game. Na oko Twitter, Facebook, everywhere now monitor trends now. Everybody was worried say I'm meeting Atlanta for a dominating game, you know, in the few openings of the game. 50-50 balls, not more fun, we are more aggressive than Madrid. And we had said it here. Say Gian Piero Gasperini teams are consistent with 1v1 duels, man-for-man marking, which at the back is very important in press and then in the morning game is the man-for-man marking. Now, man-for-man marking, Emma, when they say you see Obi Emo 4-2-3-1 or whatever nominal formation. Now also about whatever nominal formation. Now for Obi 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Our park is now. You actually say me versus Mo. It is a good champion. Any 2 versus 1 and better advantage from a quantitative point of view. And as many numbers actually depend. This time you duel based on what I know. It is Atlanta for to reduce the game to that, and they were getting success. So say in the middle of the game, you could tell that Ancelotti had prepared. Around May the 13th minute, this is the 36th minute. Now, this is from the TV screen. No. Madrid phone are trying to build up. If you're Chironum, Couture and the more than Fifi, Carvajal and Blim, then Adam Militao also Blim. You see, no, on this side, rather, Adam Militao rather opens up Carvajal Echo as a fullback. Now, look at the positioning. This from my TV screen, I made very clear. Mami, come back to the Richard, Michelle or show the phone. So, now from the TV screen. Look at where Abrante friend Antonio Rudiger agent of Fifi. Because Atlanta for the person will press 1v1. Now, other person will take advantage. Now, I will push Atlanta for the deep. No, Carlo Ancelotti's plan was simple. Abrante friend Antonio Rudiger. Mbappe saying Fiifi-Manfred John Stones area from centre back to Manchester City. No, then it will prevent Abrante friend Ademar from not picking his man. Until you can see, sir, in the first place, Richard Osha, for a man, and on that same side, there is Federico Valverde. Say, oh yes, sir. Almost every time it opened up space for Vinicius Junior to drop to come and pick the ball here, or Mbappe to also drop to come and pick the ball. Intimated had answers to see my friend Atlanta. 1v1 press no, in the middle of the park. Then from there, they grew in confidence. In the second half, everything was clear. Alright, another question I answer after say your ball second half, you grew a second half. And they say maybe you'll be saying, I will say, Mbappe, Vinicius Junior were the goals. On better than normal line up when you Carlo Ancelotti was cleared with us a lot of rotations and we saw constant rotations, any transitions, consistent rotations. It's only Madrid you don't know where you are going to pick who, but I've not seen the heat map, but I'm very sure the heat map will tell me say Vinicius Junior was most of the times on the left hand side because the creating side goal for Abrante and friend Federico Valverde in the game, and you could tell look at the overloading on this side. I see now only reach this Vinicius Junior assistant. My problem is not the assist in itself. And then Nadia Esu, Obi Abeka Wansen. And your pass no bottle one. First of all, there are two things I'm basically doing one dance here. And the overloading on the left hand side, Jude Bellingham here. When you go go see Vinicius Junior here. They are overloading Atlanta on the left hand side. And the idea we saw it last season and we'll see it again. Which over in the space. Vinicius and 1v1 Sanope. On your 1v1 say, we're beating the opponent with a pace. But look at this point in time. You're fair at the pauser. This is where you highlights now. Or do you want to beat the opponent now? Or not posse shot like a microsecond. Or beating the opponent, or be a whole one. The defender so clear. But it's the pauser to slow down before he plays the pass. And that's the quality of a basketball.
That's many reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Born to net. And I'm in the yard. Now, okay, can I do any defense? I know they had there. No doubt, Vinicius Junior, super. But somewhere, 3 defenders now normal line up only now. Who be a duo Kylian Mbappe? So they So Omar who said Valverde then all of a sudden he came slot.
Here, the fullback no as when a sank of fat about
no because no meaning him say or catching a man Mbappe. 3 players will be anyone.
This is what Madrid does to you. Because Madrid were superstars. Imagine say Mbappe and who? Imagine say Vinicius and who? Then Federico Valverde pops up from nowhere, and that is the plan of our system. You know, deep forward runs into the box from Valverde, Tchouameni, and Abete FN or Jude Bellingham. That's what happened to you in the first half. I'm not creeping more than Jude Bellingham. Bellingham free by. That's what they do to you. And the first goal did come in, and I think Madrid were brilliant and in the quality. Of course, the second goal, again from the TV screen. In the second half, I could sense a Madrid for no. I'm pressing high this time. And now I'm personally very unpredictable. In terms of time, I'm sitting made and I'm sitting make a go no. You will see the exploit of Mbappe here, but the goal was scored from this first action. And Abante FN Rodrigo Goes, all pressing center back FN here to make sure that he wins the ball. And you could tell, some of the video they come back now. It is Rodrigo Goes the passing ball to Vinicius Junior from that press. Now, this is where I make actually say, almost train killing to Tony Mbappe. You know. The first ball goes onto Vinicius Junior or Mbappe when you know. Then the ball comes back. Mbappe peels away. Jude Eshishano about 2 space man. Then Madrid edge man. Look at the round of killing Tony Mbappe to in there. Mbappe and the first title. A lot of the plaudits to him. Madrid 103 trophies in our cabinet. Real Madrid means trophies. And it's the best club in the world, killing Tony Mbappe.
I know what I say Tony Cruz services, Anna.
Of course, you always miss Tony Cruz. Oh, they don't miss Tony Cruz. But again, I saw people saying, the internal Madrid air struggle at the beginning of the game was because of Tony Cruz. And yet, that may be part of the reasons. But me, who they say, no, I think that the stress was in Atlanta's press. Yes, Tony Cruz is a controller. Or dropping by nature to control game well. There are disadvantages to honor, but the advantage, and they say, it gives Madrid a very good advantage in the transitions. And the Atlanta man for man press. Because if Toni Kroos was playing, they will give you 1 man to press. Into the solution was Rudiger dropping into the middle of the park. And that is where these top managers on business. If you know, Jude Bellingham was the man of the match. But Ballon d'Or is more fire than mine. And yet,
Kofi.
No.
Adwuma na wo kasa Vinicius Junior here. You go game here. You go game now Vinicius Junior back in the football. Yeah, the best player on my hand.
Senior. Adwuma ni be
here. My catch was this boy Jude Bellingham. Look, Madrid fans no feel Abrante.
Na some Madrid fans no feel Vini.
Oh, but no feel Abrante. Jude Bellingham.
Any name that call Manchester.
Debio. Yeah, boy game Manchester. And common say Vinicius Junior and Jude Bellingham na come myself. And no, me no na the park.
So of the match Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, boy game here. Omo share ball no see best player. Jude Bellingham. Na Vinicius Junior.
Na dey here ti gani ahwebo ni bia.
But here about Jude Bellingham. And it tells you say Abrante no.
Oh, Ballon d'Or Vini dia.
No.
Vini di.
Oh, message.
Vini dey e ma mo ko ye bi na mo ko ni sin che o.
Jude ni do the ball.